spirit. I want to talk to you more about stepping outside of your comfort zone. I want to talk to you more about maybe unlearning some of the things that you've learned. I want you to stop maybe thinking about how your business operates today and start thinking about 2020 and 2021, because it's going to be here like that. And the consumers are changing, yes or yes, my friends?
Yep.
Yes or yes?
Yes.
Right? The consumers are changing radically. The question is, are you changing before, or are you going to wait until it happens? For my friends in the U.S. market, who remembers 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10?
Yep.
Right? I had a lot of friends in 2006, so I was saying, hey, I know you're all making a ton of money right now, and life is good, you're going to get the Rolls Royce, and good on you, but we're about to experience a nuclear meltdown. We're about to go into a shit burrito. And a whole bunch of people in like 2006 and you were like, no. And you know what? Some of them listened, and Charles, I was able to get in 2007. A lot of people REO accounts never thought about being in the REO business, because in 2005 I was making the relationships with all of those people coming, so when it hit, I was prepared. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And I want the same for you. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, is your mind open?
Yep.
Have you been caffeinated?
No.
Are you sitting next to the right person?
Yes.
And do me a favor, look everybody right now and say, I'm so glad you're sitting next to me.
I'm so glad you're sitting next to me.
You're like that lone dude up there all by yourself. Lone dude. I should just go over there and sit next to him all the time. All right. So if you're definitely looking to run any social, you should please follow me.
For real, Brian.
Connect. I have lots of behind the scenes kind of cool stuff there. They want me to talk about the $1 million mindset. Let's play a game. You ready? Turn to your neighbor and say, would you be open to adding an extra $1 million to your business?
Would you be open to adding an extra $1 million to your business?
Okay. What's the answer?
Yes.
Okay. Would you be open to adding, I don't mean like sales volume, right? Because for some of you, that's like a half a transaction. I'm talking about an extra $1 million in GCI. Who'd be up for that?
Yes.
So, I'm gonna be very vulnerable and very straight with you, especially with people that have never worked with me before, for a lot of my longtime friends, right? You've been around me long enough to know that I just keep it real. I say things that are sometimes counterintuitive to what most people are thinking, but I've been right enough times to let you know that this is one of those moments. That the vast majority of people right now are just, they're playing too small, they're thinking too small, they're acting too soft, in a world where there's so much abundance and so much opportunity, greater than certainly any of us have ever seen in our lifetime, that what is coming is going to be so extraordinary you have no idea. Let me paint a picture for you. Ready? Here's the real estate business in 2021. You're laying on a beach in the Bahamas. Does that sound good? Or pick any destination, like you can be like on a snowboard, on a mountain, I don't care, whatever lights your boat. And somewhere leads are being generated. And someone is nurturing those leads. And someone is booking appointments inside with those leads. Someone is going on the appointment, taking the listing. Someone is putting their thumb on something and the paperwork is done, right? The deal gets closed in 30 days. All this stuff happens. You're sitting on the beach asking yourself, should I ever go back? That's where the real estate industry is going. Who's going to be on this? And you are the mastermind, the genius behind it, who said, I'm going to think differently about where it's going, only thinking about the customer. How do I serve him in the most unique, special way? Think Amazon. You're going to be on this. I'm going to do something very special, but I'm going to start planting the seeds in 2017. I'm going to start working on it in 2017, so in 18 I'm ahead of the curve, and in 19, when it starts bubbling up, you're the one they call and say, come be on stage and share what's happening. But by the time you get to 2021, you're making $10 million a year, and you maybe haven't seen a client in 6 months. Who's up for that? Did I lose some of you? Because some of you are like, should we be drinking early? So I don't want to just talk about making $1 million here, because let's face it, my friends, that's easy. All right. So you see the slide, is somewhere behind me? There it is. So check this out. I believe, and I'm going to totally screw with the lighting guys right now, I'm just going to walk around a little bit. I believe that the vast majority of us, you, my dear, are definitely not. Christy, can you stand up really fast? Stand up. Everybody say hello, Christy Reese. Okay, this badass woman here, 3 years ago, $360,000 last year, $690 GCI this year. Okay, $1.2 million. Give her a huge round of applause. Christy chooses to operate the way I choose to operate. We call it level 10. Everybody say level 10.
Level 10.
Let me explain. Level 10 is you against you. Level 10 is not you standing inside your office looking around at the competition, not looking at what the other brokerage companies are doing. Level 10 is you against you. How much can I do on my deathbed? I want to look back and say, I was swinging for the fences, and I didn't care what anybody else thought. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I wrote a book several years ago called Life by Design. You should all check it out. I have a book I'm going to give you guys today for free, by the way. So check this out. We all like free stuff, right? Especially valuable free stuff. But in this book, I wrote about, basically at that point, I'd already done, call it, I don't know, 20,000 hours of coaching. And I got inspired by a friend of mine who'd written like 55 books, and she said, we're sitting at dinner in New York City, she's like, you should write a book, not about what you've done with these real estate agents or these lenders or these owners or CEOs, but you should write about the interpersonal stuff, the stuff that they had to move beyond that allowed them to go out and go from 360 to 690 to $1.2 million to 2 million, because so much of that is psychological. Yes or yes, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, play a game with me. Look your buddy right in the eye and say, your head is a scary place to be. I'm talking to you, baby. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Say aye. Right? So I write this book, and basically here is the essence of the message. Choose to be a 10 in every area of your life with no apologies.
Yes.
Choose to be a 10 in every area of your life with no apologies. And the no apologies, that's the hook. Because a lot of us will leave a conference like this inspired, oh my God, I talked to, Christine, I met Jill Biggs, I got a photo with Christophe, Choo, right, I'm gonna do something amazing, right? Then you go back to your office or you go back to your home and you settle back into the norm. That's not level 10. You guys with me on this?
Yep.
Level 10 is you go back to your office, you change the environment, you scoreboard all of your goals, you look around at all your friends that are just doing their thing. No judgment, right? It doesn't matter what they're doing. They're on their path. You're just choosing to not be a drone. You with me on this? You're choosing to disconnect yourself from the Matrix. How many of you saw the movie The Matrix?
Yep.
The rest of you need to watch that tonight so you understand. You're going to disconnect from the Matrix, and you're going to decide to go out and swing for the fences at a level you've never done before. And on the day you're tired, and on the day that it hurts, and on the day you don't feel like doing it anymore, you do it anyway. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yes.
That's level 10. Turn to your buddy and say, that's level 10.
That's level 10.
Thank you, buddy. So here's the deal. Are you willing to play with me just for the next 50 minutes being a 10? Say aye.
Aye.
That means you're a yes. You don't have a fixed mindset, you have a growth mindset. Fixed mindset. One of the books I'm going to recommend you guys all read tonight is by Dr. Carol Dweck. Carol Dweck wrote this groundbreaking work on basically fourth graders that she was able to identify in the fourth grade who was going to be wickedly successful and who was not. And the way she described it was the ones that were afraid of change, the ones that were nervous about things they didn't understand, the ones that always had to win and they didn't realize that failure is a gift and it's a lesson plan. Those fixed people, she watched them from fourth grade into their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, and they never did shit. You with me on this? Because they were so afraid to make adjustments. Where the growth mindset, the ones who are like, I screwed it up, that was awesome, what did I learn? How do I do it better? They don't ask why questions. Why does this keep happening to me? They say, how does he do it? And whatever he's doing that's working, I'm gonna steal it. Does that make sense? So do me a favor, look at your buddy and say, baby, growth mindset.
Growth mindset.
All right, so let's talk about it, ready? The first word is ambition. Say it out loud, please.
Ambition.
Scale from 1 to 10. Tell your neighbor, how ambitious are you? Tell your buddy, scale from 1 to 10. Say it really loud.
10.
Say it really loud.
10.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think most of you are lying. I think most of you, you're doing so well right now. You're looking around at people in the real estate space versus looking around at the world and how the world is shifting. I think most of you, bless you, I think most of you right now on a scale from 1 to 10, take this the right way, you're probably acting at a 3 or 4 in terms of your real potential. You with me on this?
Yep.
So let's talk about it. First of all, I wrote down the following. 3 questions. Take a photo of this. Take a photo of this. 3 questions I love to ask people. I like to get deep. And by the way, please don't take my pace and my speed and cadence as anything other than passion and enthusiasm, and then I only have an hour. You with me on this, so I'm kind of going fast. First question is, what does my ideal business look like in 2020? So tell your neighbor right now, in 2020, how many transactions are you doing? 2020, the year is ended, it's January 2021. 2020 finished, how many transactions did you do? What was your volume? What was your gross commission income? And what was your profit? Tell everybody right now, those 4 things.
200 transactions.
2021, tell everybody right now, how many transactions, how much volume, KPI, and profit?
Profit?
It would make
Good question. I have to see what my split is in 2020. I'm hoping at least $1 million.
Okay, hope is not a strategy. No hoping. Now, so check it out, my friends. Look up here. So you're like, Tom, it's early in the morning, and you're making me think about the future. What if I told you, I don't know, is Tim Smith, are you in the room? Tim Smith, one of my personal clients, longtime friend, not in the room, we have seen it one. So Timmy Smith, Cold banker in Newport Beach. Today he's got about 20 people on his team. They'll do, I think we're like 380 closed and then whatever pending. So let's say he does $500 million in volume this year. He's already at $2.8 million in commission to himself, plus the way his team is structured. They get X, he gets Y, so he's got a whole bunch more. He sent me a couple days ago, I'm making more money than I ever thought possible, right? Mormon kid, other side of the tracks, Salt Lake City, right? And now selling real estate in Newport Beach, doing just the fundamentals that we're going to talk about and absolutely killing it. About 60 days ago, I took he and his leadership team aside. We did a one-day offsite where we just dreamed about what we want the business to be like. And what we thought about was how well can we serve the customer and how many customers could we serve. We spent 5 hours in this room writing and dreaming and then reverse engineering from 2020 back to today. And you know what's exciting, my friends? He's talking about having 120 sales associates in his team.
Wow.
Just try that one on. 120 sales associates, and they're all going to sell, 10 to 12 homes a year. Fortunately, they're in Southern California. Average sales price $2 million for a no budget, no bath. And here's what's even more exciting. We're dreaming about, Christy, $3.2 billion in sales volume from his team. Now, what's so great about it is the meeting ended, and he pulled me aside, and he's like, that was kind of scary. It's scary to think big, yes or no, my friends?
Yes.
It's scary to think way outside of your comfort zone. So when you told me you were a 10 on the ambition scale, I have a feeling we sat down for a couple hours, you realize you might probably be operating at 1 of your real potential. So I want to plant those seeds. Question number 2, what about my psychology is stopping me? What about my psychology is stopping me? Any psych majors in the room? Raise your hands really high, really high, really high. Do you all have therapists too? Like, that was really cute. You're like, me! I'm just crazy! Yes. So here's the deal. What do we know? We as human beings, everything we do is a pattern. Everything you do is a pattern. Everything you do is the way you get dressed in the morning, the way you do your makeup, the way you drive to the office. It's pattern, 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 pattern. How many of you can get that the patterns you're doing today are probably not going to get you to a 2020 goal? How many of you can get that? Say aye. So we have to ask ourselves, what has to change up here? How do I start rewiring my mind? April of this year, I took my entire executive team, we flew to Seattle, and a buddy of mine, Spencer Restaurant, you guys know he runs a little company called Zillow, and we're in like a similar space. We serve real estate agents, but they do $1 billion in revenue, and I do $50 million in revenue, and my team thinks, oh my God, we're already doing so much, and then I said, look at the guys at Zillow. So Spence says, fly up, spend some time with us. And they give us a world-class how to run $1 billion business education. From acquisition of clients, to the way you treat your customers, the way you innovate for your customers, a culture of testing. And my entire executive team, when we flew home, said, we did not need a plane. They were so high as a kite, but the reason why, my friends, is because they were rewiring themselves. How many of you guys get this? Say yes.
Yep.
Ask yourself this question. Who am I going to go shadow between now and the end of the year that's doing 3 to 5 times more business than I am, so I can go observe what they do, how they operate? Because guess what, my friends? If you're in this room right now, you are the kind of person that understands R&D. You find out what everybody else is doing that's working, and you steal it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
How many of you get that? Say aye. Like you get a good direct mail postcard, and you're like, that's awesome. Cut their face off, change the face, put my number on there, hit print, and go. Right?
Yeah.
That's what the best people do. But understand, if you don't create the wiring up here, you will run the same behaviors and patterns of someone that sells 70 or 80 homes a year versus someone that wants to do 150, 200, 300. You've got to change here. The third question, what does systematic change require? I'd like you to imagine a world, my friends. Who remembers when the talk of a paperless real estate transaction seemed weird?
Yep.
Right? Who remembers faxing offers?
Delivering offers.
Okay, anybody old school? Like my wife would she would bring the fax machine with us on vacation, just in case, because she had 9 active listings. She's like, oh my God, what if I get an offer? I gotta have a good fax machine. Like that was the world, right? That's how we operated. That was the way our systems rolled. Today, we are working on thumbprint, facial recognition, Siri sign the paperwork, send it over. Everything is changing. Here's my question. If you looked, like, for example, we've known each other for a long time. If you looked at your business like your phone, what phone do you have? Which one? You got the Apple 7 Plus. What? You know the 8 yet? Get in line. You're going to get it tomorrow? I got the X coming. I'm super excited, right? Facial recognition, totally weird. I love it, right? Here's the deal, though. What if we took that same phone, but we put on the iOS, the operating system, from 5 years ago onto your phone? How well would it work? You would be dead, right? Your phone wouldn't ring, things would be awkward. I'd like you to consider, some of you, it's time to upgrade your personal operating system in your business. You guys with me on this?
Yep.
You need to go through, when you leave this conference, go back to your home and literally in your office go like this. Pre-list checklist, post-list checklist, escrow or pending checklist, client appreciation party checklist. Everything that you do, you need to modernize it and get it ready for 2020. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Anything where there is breakage in the client experience, you need to ask yourself, why do my deals always have a hard moment at the final walkthrough? Or the first time the inspector shows up, it always gets wonky and the transaction starts to get a little bit shaky. Well, if that's only been happening to you for 37 years in your career, it might be time to ask yourself, is there a better way to do it? You guys with me on this?
Yep.
Okay, do me a favor, turn to your buddy and say, he is so talking to you right now.
So talking to you right now.
All right. Okay, can you read that out loud, please, really fast? Read it out loud.
If you can't tolerate critics, don't do anything
New or interesting. That's
So let me
the
give
truth.
you a little heads up. When you start operating at level 10, people are going to go, oh, honey, when you get to a seminar. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Don't punch them in the throat. Honor where they're at. You with me on this? But understand, there's people inside this room that you've been doing so much production that you've elevated to a level where there's a whole bunch of people that are looking at you now going, remember when he was fun? Remember when he didn't sell houses and we all drank coffee or cocktails at 10 o'clock in the morning? Remember how much fun that was? And now he's all busy or she's killing it and they go, right? That's what's going to happen. Look at me. Honor them. You with me? Honor them. Don't judge them. Don't criticize them. You're going to get it all. Just accept it. That's what it's about being at level 10. All right, let's keep going. Please read that out loud.
Life
Favors the special and punishes the vague wish.
So tell your neighbor right now exactly how much income you want in 2020. Exactly. Exactly how much income you want in 2020. How much? Is this the Palm Beach posse? You guys were like blowing up my private Facebook page. Thank you, I love it. Palm Beach is the house. Now watch this, my friends. I talk to people all day, every day. And every person I talk to, I'm like, tell me exactly what you want. How many of you guys saw the Geico commercial that came out like 2 years ago? Dude goes into the garage, he's digging through some boxes, he finds like this old lamp and he's like, blows on it, then he rubs it, and what comes out? Poof! The genie.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, the genie's like, I will grant you any wish you want. What do you want? He's like, I want $1 million. Bam! What does he have? 1 million deer sitting everywhere. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Most of us inside this room, the market's so good, you've been doing so well, you're not clear on exactly what you want. Every human being in this room has this thing called the reticular activating system in the back of your mind. You're born with it. Here's what it's called. It's like a beacon. You say, for example, who is single? Raise your hands really high. Raise your hands really high. Look around the room. There's prospects in this room, man. Pay attention. That's actually awkward because in Vegas, you're all prospects. Don't be that. It's like if your baby is named Jen Blue in like 10 months, we'll know. So I'd like you to consider, you ready? Christophe, who I probably know the longest inside this room, Christophe knows that I wrote down a list of everything I wanted in the perfect spouse. July 17th, 1991. Now prior to that, I kissed a lot of frogs, I went on a lot of dates, I did a lot of qualifying, but until I got crystal clear on exactly what I wanted, when I did that in July 5th, it was like, guys, 1 month later, Desert Springs Marriott, walk into a hotel room, see this gal, and I'm like, check, 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 check. Now let's go see if the emotion and the values in the family. A couple days later, I'm like 3 weeks in, I'm like, we should get married. She's like, what's your name again? Like, who are you? I'm like, I'm your future husband. Like, we should do this. And then I'm like such an idiot, I actually showed her the list. I was 20. What do you want to do, right? I'm like, oh, let's get married. She's like, you're weird. And then like a year and a half of lead follow-up.
Yeah.
No email, too, like hardcore phone calls, early, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Wore her down. But here's the thing, now we're married 24 years, right? I know exactly what I want. Does that make sense? If I walk inside your office in the next 6 weeks or the next 6 years and I don't see a vision board of exactly the business you're building, you're blowing it. If you think you can leave it inside your head and actually achieve it, you're dead. It's got to be up, it's got to be visual, that's a part of the rewiring process. Make sense? All right, let's keep going. Read that out loud really fast.
Whatever you're thinking, think bigger.
So whatever number you shared with your buddy about 2020, do me a favor and put a 0 at the end of it.
There you go.
Now say that number to your buddy.
Now we're talking. I don't know if there's that.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm in business on a 10, but I can't say the new number. Where does the commas go? What was your old number, my dear? Your old number, 2020. Hey, you're the my dear I was referring to. 300,000. So let me tell you what's awesome about adding a 0. You with me? First of all, 3 million, baller town. You with me on this? Baller, all right? And here's what's great. $3 million, now your old goal is like your new semi-quarterly tax payment. Kind of cool, huh? But you're in real estate, you don't pay your taxes, so it doesn't matter. Right? So it's all yours. Pay your taxes. Does that make sense? Yeah. Now, here's the deal. Then go back to the questions. What psychologically has to change in order for me to even accept I am worthy of $3 million? Tom, don't you understand that I was born in a family of 8 and there was only one cookie in the cookie jar and we cut it 16 ways to all get a little sliver and I'm still operating that way and I'm 60. What the hell's the matter with you? Change your thinking. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, that's only the first one. Let's get into some more meaty stuff. 5DX. Say it out loud. 5DX.
5DX.
So you got a goal now. Something you're aspiring towards. I know it's not concrete, but it's better than like no goal. So now you're saying, in 2020, I want to accomplish this. There is a formula that all of us as business coaches, every entrepreneur understands. Follow the formula and you will win. So I'm going to give you the formula, take a photo of it, and I'll highlight on a few of them. We call them the 5 disciplines of execution. The 5 disciplines of execution. So the 5 disciplines, number 1, as I said, a wildly important goal, something I'm passionate about, something that inspires me, something that gets me thinking outside of my comfort zone, like going from 300,000 to 3 million. By the way, sweetheart, what if you totally screw up and only get to 1.7 million? Are you going to send me hate mail and like, yeah, right, no, screw you, Tom Ferry, you maybe set too big of a goal and now I'm only making 1.7 million, bastard. I love those kind of hate mail. Like, you can actually send me a letter, I would love it. But the first stage, I set a wildly important goal, but understand this, guys. There's 2 kinds of people inside this room. People that work for money, and people that work for purpose. And if you can be a little more purpose-driven, you will be shocked how much the money flows. You with me? And whether that is something that inspires you, a give back, a part of your contribution plan, or the fact that you just believe, and maybe help me out here, how many of you believe that the consumer deserves a better quality real estate professional.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, how many of you get this? Like, just like in the U.S., because I know those numbers are a little bit easier. In the U.S., if you just had 5 transactions to your business, you put one agent out of business. Think about that. You know what would be awesome? Imagine if you could pick the agent. Or you're like, hey, it's Christophe, I had a really big month. You're out. Right? That would be kind of awesome.
Love it.
You don't actually put them out of business. They're not selling houses anyway, but your purpose is to serve. Like the Walla Walla Wednesday video that I watched this morning. Love that, by the way. Number 2, you got to convert the wildly important goal into what we call KPIs, your key performance indicators, your monthly, weekly, daily performance indicators. You got to break it down from this big, sexy $3 million goal to how many of my past clients do I have to reach out to? How many new prospects do I have to reach out to? How many appointments do I need to go on? You with me on this? You break it down to that, and you just do the work. And people will say, look at her, she's working so hard, she's grinding. They see you working. I know you're building your cathedral. You with me?
Yep.
And how do we do that? We go one brick at a time, one appointment, one client served, one good review at a time. That's how you do it. Number 3, you got to scoreboard your results. What does that mean? If I walk inside your office, I know I'm going to see a listing and sales board, right guys?
Yep.
Let me give you 3 more that you want to have, so write this down somewhere in your notes. You want to have an appointment setting board, an appointment setting board, you want to have a number of reviews you generate board. We live in a review-based culture, my friends. And you'll get bad reviews and good reviews. It's okay, right? You can't be perfect for everyone. It's okay. But you want to be totally over-indexing on appointments and the number of reviews you're generating. Because then you're thinking about, Jeff, the client experience, not just another listing, another sale, another transaction on board. You with me on this? Yeah. And then number 3, you definitely want to be tracking and measuring, my friends, the projects that you're working on that are leading you to that 2020 success plan. The re-engineering of your listing process, the upgrading of your website, whatever it may be, you want to track all those projects. What do we know? When you track and measure, you get better results. Right? You want to lose weight? Stand on the scale every day. Right or wrong, guys?
Right.
You want to lose weight? Stand on the scale every day. If you really want to lose weight, you stand on the scale and you take a photo and you post it on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And then people in your office will walk by and go, really? You're going to eat that? Really? That's called accountability. Number 4, you got to up your cadence of accountability. You got to up your cadence of accountability, so the frequency of which you talk about it, you track it, you measure it, and you have conversations about it, right? So the more you're doing it, the better. Cadence. And then, of course, the last one is you got to celebrate with a lot of frequency. Now, you guys are here at this convention, you're going to celebrate like crazy, and I get that. You should. I mean, celebrate reviews. Celebrate the most appointments you've ever gone on in a month, right? Those things that are going to be the building blocks of your cathedral, that's the stuff you want to celebrate. Not the closing, that's great, but it's a lagging indicator. You with me on this? Like, celebrate the leading indicators of your success. The fact you made your calls for 1 week straight, that your marketing got a 5% return, that kind of stuff, that's what I want to talk about. Now, let's go to the next one, team. Can you do it alone? Yes or no?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
You guys ever look at the Wall Street Journal Top 1,000 list?
Yep.
Right? Anybody look at that?
Yeah.
Right? We got a ton of clients there. So my buddy Steve, right, who runs the whole thing, he sent me this quote, thought you guys would be interested. The top 250 teams averaged 42% growth over the last 5 years, whereas the top 250 individual agents went backwards.
Wow.
Now, Steve is the one that creates the Wall Street Journal list. And he speaks at my conferences and he educates all my friends on where's the industry going from a brokerage standpoint to prepare them. But when he said this quote in January, I watched a whole bunch of people that had resisted this movement of team, assistant, whatever, right? I don't want to do it, I'm not a good leader, I can't. Finally realized, wait a minute. It's nearly impossible to have a repeatable and scalable business when you are the chief marketing officer, the chief sales officer, the chief revenue officer, and. Because even if you're civil, right, and you're crazy, you can only do so much. Does that make sense?
That's true.
Now, I'm going to show you guys a couple of models, and I'm going to make some recommendations, stuff that is the hottest right now. So, first, there's 4 team structures. Play along with me, ready? 4 team structures for a lot of my longtime clients, you'll remember this. Here is the first kind of team we see all the time. We call it the illegitimate team. You might get the visual, a bunch of clowns. come back to the office, grab their broker manager and say, oh, this is a Tom Ferry conference, we're going to start a team, the 7 of us are going to get together, here's what we're going to do. We're all going to wear blue jeans and white shirts, and it's going to kill a photo of all of us together. And I say, well, that's awesome, but please write this in your notes. You ready? Please write down, no operator, no team. No operator, no team. It's like in football, no quarterback, kind of hard to play the game. You with me on this? The operator is the game changer in your business today. How many of you know your DISC profile? Or are familiar with Myers-Briggs, whatever it may be? So if you don't know your DISC profile, check this out. Maybe a little side note. There's a ridiculous app. Don't tell anybody else about it. It is my current secret weapon. You guys want to know my current secret weapon?
Yep. Yeah.
Like Christophe, I am killing over the phone appointment after appointment after appointment after appointment, like my favorite appointment. You know, I saw your dad in like 1902 and he made me mad and I don't like you, and I'm like, bring it on, let's go, right? Like, I like that. You know what I mean? And I'm getting those people to go from an adamant no into a yes, because I go right to their LinkedIn profile, right? I look at their LinkedIn profile and I hit an app called Crystal Knows. Don't write it down because it's really too good. Crystal Knows, guess what it does? It auto-scrubs through an AI, their LinkedIn, their Facebook, all their social channels, and tells me in real time what is their DISC profile, how to best communicate, how to start the conversation, how to transition the conversation, what motivates them, what doesn't, everything about that person. And literally, guys, I'm talking to bankers. Who's ever going to talk to a banker before?
Yep.
I got bankers saying to me, Ferry, this is really good. I really appreciate this. Can we talk more often? Like, that's rapport. You with me on this?
Yep.
Are you guys going to use it, yes or yes?
Yes.
What's it called?
Crystal knows.
Don't tell anyone else about it. Do it on every appointment you go on. You with me? Before you go. If you Google it, it's that one. If you do it with a K, it'll say, did you mean? And if you spell crystal wrong, it'll say, did you mean? And it's not this knows, it's K-N-O-W-S. Crystal knows. All right. So illegitimate teams, no operator. The reason I brought up DISC, the ideal operator is an SC. You with me? S for steady and C for calculated. You with me? S for steady. I don't want someone running my team, the back office, who's excited as I am. My gal is Chinese, like, you know, graduated with honors of MBA, over the top, no personality. I call her a robot and she laughs like this. Like, but when her and I work together, I am the artist. And she is militant and organized. And together, she allows me to express my art. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
That's what you're looking for. Now, the next kind of team, check it out, is the family business. Who's the family business? Raise your hands really high. Okay, I love you all. I came from one as well. And today I've got every niece and nephew either living with me or working with me. It's just the way Italian families work with my wife. But here's the deal. Mom, dad, get into real estate. Usually it looks like this. Mom, in real estate, crushing it, making more money than her husband. Her husband's like, I want to retire. You're like, retire? You're going to be my assistant. Right? You should start driving me around, Larry. Let's go. Like, either stay buff, tan, and ready, or drive me. Let's go, right? Some of you will get that. I coach a lot of women, like, that are in their 50s, they like that. I tell the husband, you drop me, stay buff, tan, and ready. That's it. Just do that. They're like, did he just say that to me? Yes, I did. You will get laid more because your wife is being coached by me. You're welcome. This is an adult seminar, and we are antagonist people. But here's the deal. The phenomenon that we're seeing today is you're married or not, right? And all of a sudden you're crushing it, and you're looking at your 30-year-old son who's in your basement playing video games, smoking weed, and you're like, wait a minute. He's got $200,000 in college debt. Make him a buyer's agent. You with me on this? And what's happening is now, today, like, you know, like my client Maxine Gellens, you guys know La Jolla, California? You guys know La Jolla? Right? Jeff, my dear friend over here, Jeff knows her. You know, she's going to be 80 in February. 80. And she's slinging 65, 70 deals a year, average sales price $2.8 million, and loves it. And she's like, why would I retire? I'm going to do this forever. My daughter, Marty, who's 55, right? She is the driver for this today. Maxine is just going on appointments and trying not to screw it up. That's what she says. And now all of the boys, the grandchildren, they're all coming in. And guess what? That name in La Jolla can run for 60, 70, 80 years because they've done it the right way. Family businesses, my friends, absolutely work. Look at the next one. Hero and the Minions. You all know this team. How many of you know an agent who goes through assistants and spouses at the same frequency? You guys know what I'm talking about? And here in the movie, by the way, don't take this the right way, ladies, it's usually female, because you raise the husband, you raise the kids, maybe a few husbands, I don't know. The challenge, though, is you're so used to mothering everything, mothering everyone, that instead of allowing your people to grow and expand and make mistakes and get better, you're like, let me just do that for you. And that's the hero and minion mentality versus I want to empower you to become extraordinary. Go make the mistakes because that's how I got here. Now, my favorite kind of team, right? Oh, by the way, I just love this. If you hire people just because they can do a job, they're going to work for money, but if you hire people to believe you leave, they're going to give you their blood, sweat, and tears. Purpose-driven. Purpose-driven. You with me? We believe the consumer deserves better. We want to deliver it in an Amazonian way. We want to do, like, using the tools that Coldwell provided to Amazon and crush it. Now, that's my buddy Tim Smith, many of you know. And this photo is 2 years old because that team is now almost twice the size. But here's what's great. I don't know if it's a lighter thing or a pointer, but the guy in the middle left over there, right? That's Greg. He may be here. Greg runs the team. Greg is head of sales. We're not talking to Malia, who is, or Melanie, who is in the white skirt next to Tim. She's running ops. Sales leader, ops leader. You know what Tim does? He goes on appointments. You want to know why? Because he kind of sucks at everything else. And he's a friend. He showed me a house, like he was my buyer agent. This is how he did it. He's like, hey man, can you get the door? And then he just went outside and made phone calls.
That's Tim.
It's a $6 million house. I'm like, you want to show me the house? He's like, you get a house. You don't want him as a buyer's agent. You know what I'm talking about? I was like, I love you and I'm your coach. Don't ever do that again. He's like, oh, what? I'm like, just go on listing appointments. Because on listing appointments, he's razzle-dazzle. You with me on this? He builds tremendous amounts of rapport. He goes super deep with people. He gets them to pricing correctly. He's killing it on that side. But everything else had to be outsourced. You with me? He has an opinion on marketing, most of which is wrong, just like mine. Right? I go to my marketing team, I'm like, I really like black. They're like, yeah, but orange produces better. I'm like, I'm already orange. I don't like orange. And their response is, we don't care about your art, but it's all of the math. Does that make sense? Make sense? So do me a favor, tell me about it. If you were to build a team, what would be your ideal team? Are you just going to have a bunch of you looking really good but no operator? Are you going to go family style? You're not going to be the hero and minion? Or are you going to build something that is really repeatable and scalable? It doesn't have to be this big. It could be the super ninjas. There's 5 of you, but you all are well trained and you're badass like Navy SEALs. You with me on this? Tell me about it really quick. What's your ideal team?
We're already just.
Tell me about it.
2 systems.
Gopher. All right. So let's talk innovation for a second. How's your energy, by the way?
Great.
Yes? Okay, just heads up. Actually, heads up. There's 6 books I need you guys to read right away. So let's go through them really fast together, and I might just throw a few of these out to you guys as gifts. All right? So, check it out. Innovation requires thinking differently. This book, called Change or Die, will get you to think differently. Change or die. Don't let the title shock you, but it should. But it's basically letting you know that it's all you, and every one of your complaints is you, and it gives you a really good path to do altering of behaviors. I'm going to toss it, so get ready.
Way too far.
All right. This one is called Mindset by Dr. Carol Dweck. I wish more. I want my wife to be cancer-free, and I want my boys to be healthy. And then I want all of you to read Mindset. It's that important. Okay? Good job. Probably just hit somebody right in the head. This is a hardcover, so I'm going to be mindful of my toss. Okay, this book, how many of you understand that marketing is math? Who understands marketing is math? You will then appreciate this book. This is from a buddy of mine. He used to run a company called HubSpot. He's taken multiple companies from 0 to $100 million in sales volume because all he focuses on, Charles, is repeatable and scalable process, not personality. It's insane. I'm giving it to you. You need to read it. All right. The next one, I know. Well, hello, there's a site called Amazon. Like, just don't get it. What? Oh, the title of the book, sorry. The Sales Acceleration Formula. You will freak when you read this. You will be like, why did Tom Ferry have me read this? This is about how do you generate 100 appointments a day. I want like 100 appointments in the next 5 years. But don't you think the same science behind getting 100 appointments a day, which by the way, my company now books an average of 178 appointments a day for my 42 salespeople. Do you want to know why? Because one of my best friends on the planet runs a company called 3 Day Blinds. You guys heard of 3 Day Blinds before?
Yeah.
And he books 4,200 appointments a week for his 400 salespeople using the same exact principles. By the way, we're teaching that stuff to our clients, and they're all going, oh my goodness, this is insane. I need more people, or I need less appointments. Which one?
More
Makes
appointments.
sense? All right, so got to read that book. How many of you did not get a degree in marketing and advertising like I did not? Okay, then you want to read this book called The Wizard of Ads. And it's all about the most seductive language to use when writing, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or a written copy. I'm going to hand it over to that gal. Good job. This one might have personal notes in it, so I can't set it out here. This is an insane book. This is, I know, it's from Charles. This is like the blueprint for building a business by a buddy of mine named Fern Harnish. I can't send it to you because I looked. This is actually my personal
Scaling
copy of all
up
my
Fern
notes.
Harnish.
But if you send me an email, TF at Tom Ferry, I'll send you one for free, but only you now that I've given it out to 2,000 people. All right, Fern Harnish, what is called Scaling Up. It is ridiculous, but that's mine. And if you did not read this one, something's wrong with you. This is Zillow's annual second year where they do a deep dive into 40,000 buyers and sellers' psychology. How do they feel about the home buying process? What is important to them as a millennial, as a mature? I don't care how you feel about Zillow. This I can't give you because I have 60 pages marked of how I'm going to create marketing campaigns for our clients utilizing everything I'm reading and studying, and you can get it for free online. Right? It's the new consumer guide from Zillow. It is bananas. Do me a favor, turn to your buddy and say, sweetheart, you need to read more.
Sweetheart, you need to read more.
All right. So speaking of innovation, let's keep going. Can you please read that to your neighbor really fast?
All you've done is chisel all day, do something useful, like helping your brother drag those rocks up the hill.
How do you get the joke?
Yeah.
The vast majority of us inside this room are not thinking innovation. The vast majority of us inside this room, we do not have a relentless attack on the break points of our business. Write down this question, please, because it will not be in the slides. Write down in your notes the following. Where is the breakage in the client experience? Where is the breakage from the time they go to my website to the first email or the first video or the first communication, right? If they're a cold lead, it doesn't matter. Doesn't that person deserve a level 10 experience? And what's the break point post an open house when you just had, 200 people, 20 people, whatever it was, through that open house? And for the people that are like in Palm Beach, like when northern Palm Beach, aka New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, right? When they fly down to southern New York, aka Florida, when they show up and meet you, here's the deal, ready guys? Please write this down in your notes. If you do not have video-based drip email campaigns, you are operating in basically 1997. Video-based drip campaigns using the world-famous formula of if this, then that. If they open up the video and watch it and respond, send them this video. If they don't respond and don't watch the video, send them this one. And you just if this, then that. And you nurture and build relationships until the client's like, oh my goodness, I'm finally here, I want to work with you, and you haven't even met them yet, and they feel like you guys are best friends because they watched 13 videos and they know who you are. How many of you get what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, how many of you get what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, be really clear, my friends, and I'm actually going to get to it right now. Ready? Oh, by the way, free book. You guys want a free book?
Yes.
Okay. Unrelated, we have sold thousands of copies of this. I know we had all the Amazon lists, which was super cool. And I actually sold hardcover books, right? I printed 1,000 of them. I sold them for $100 each, and then I maxed $100 to it all to Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Right? So,
Awesome.
so thank you for a whole bunch of you that helped me. If you go to tomferry.com/JamBlue, you can download the entire book for free as a gift. You guys got that? Yep. Are you going to do it?
Yes.
Are you going to do it?
Yes.
What's the website?
TomFerry.com/JamBlue.
Jam Blue. Cool. Got it. All right, now, let's talk marketing. Ooh, good on time. How many of you are thinking that your 2020 goal is going to require way better, more tactical, more analytical, more results-oriented marketing?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to get very tactical with you right now. 3 things I want you to do. Ready? Number 1, we are officially in video-first marketing. Video-first marketing. Video-first marketing. Number 2, you need to understand that Facebook is now officially the internet. Guys, if you Google tonight, which you should, and I study it all the time because I've got some friends at Facebook that give us the early access to, I had mentioned 2 years ago, live video, 2.5 years ago, you know, when you're nice to them and you do stuff, they pay attention. Check this out. The guys at Facebook basically said to me the following. 100% of all content you consume on Facebook will be video first. 100% of the content in your news feed will be video first. But Tom, I don't like video. No one cares.
That's the
Let
way
me
it
give you a
is.
little hint. You ready? You might want to write this down. It's outside the slides. 2.1 billion people on Facebook now. 2.1 billion people. And they are spending billions of dollars to put free Wi-Fi all over the world. Not because Zucks is just such a nice guy. You with me? Because the whole, listen guys, there's another, 5.2 billion people that currently aren't on Facebook, and they want them all. And Zucks has made it very clear. Everything is video first. You know this because you text things in the back like, I'm eating a burrito, and no one responds. Or worse, you take one of your listings and you link it on your Facebook page, and no one responds unless you hit boost and you give them money, then a few people respond. But then you do this, which all of you should do. Hey everybody, check it out. I'm here with Coldwell Banker at our Gen Blue conference, and you're not going to believe it. I'm hanging out with 5,999. This is, by the way, do you guys know on Facebook there's a button called Live? You guys seen the Live button? If you hit, yeah, you got to think about it. Maybe slow down quick. If you hit the Live button, what it will do is it'll broadcast all your friends. But here's the best part. There's a site called, write this down, it's called OBS. OBS allows you to pre-record the video whenever you want, Christophe, and then have it hit Thursday, Friday, 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, highest view time. Don't tell me what I told you.
Oh, wow.
Thursdays and Friday. So OBS, right, is the if you just type in OBS, and what you want to do is you'll want to type in the search term OBS, because it might not show up, but if you type in OBS, plan your social promotions. So then you could record it, and it doesn't have to be live, and you can have it go out on a Thursday or Friday between 1 and 3, the highest actual show time. But by the way, Christophe, for you and I, if engagement is your game, then it's ready. It's 5 to 8, any time at night. Like 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Just be mindful of your time zone, right? And who you're trying to reach. That's where you get people that are watching television with their phone in their hand, and they start liking and hearting. But the reason why I like the OBS is then I can tell everyone I know, hey, do me a favor, I'm going to play a video at this time. Will you go on there, watch it, give me some feedback, give me some hearts, give me some likes, and when you do that, Facebook's algorithm kicks in, and they start to show it to everybody, not just your friends. Does that make sense? I tested this the first time in January of this year. I had about 1,000 people on a live Facebook session. I emailed out and said, we're going to do this. Come join me, a new year, kick off the yada yada. Guys, at the end of the month, over 500,000 people saw the video. Want to know why? Because I had a whole bunch of people just hearting and liking and commenting, and then Facebook's algorithm kicks in, and they share it with everyone. Do me a favor, look at everybody right now and say, stop being a secret agent. Now, video first marketing, ready guys? You take a new listing, what do you do immediately? You just took a listing, what do?
Live video.
You stand right outside the house and go, hey, it's Tom Ferry with Beverly. Said I just listed this charming 3-bedroom, 2-bath bungalow right here at the corner of Hama and it's going to be going on the market in 2 weeks. And of course, if you're one of my agent friends, you know me, I'm always easy to work with. The house is going to be priced perfectly. We are absolutely expecting multiple offers, so be smart, be aggressive. If you're one of my friends that are out looking for a house, please let me know because I can get you early access, right? And you're doing this live video. And by the way, with the live video, can I not, after it's done, go into the advertising section and say, show this to everyone in 92625 who's more than 30 years old, who's recently divorced, who makes more than $100,000 a year, send? Because that's how Facebook works. Yes, guys?
Yes.
How many of you are with me on this? Say aye. Well, Tom, do you just love Facebook? I don't care. I don't care if it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I love them all. But you know what these are, guys? These are tools. That's all they are. The question is, are you paying attention to the tools today, or are you still thinking about the postcard you're going to send, which I believe in too, but the postcard with a Facebook Live and an open house sign and an Instagram promotion, and all of a sudden they say this, I see you
Everywhere.
and that sucks. You hate that, don't you? You know, you're walking through the grocery store and they're like, because some of you are downright celebs. All right, so let's keep going. Number 3, what is marketing? Now, all my clients in the room do not answer this. What is marketing's only purpose? To generate leads. You want leads? My goodness, okay, you can run Facebook ads and get seller leads at $1.25 each. Like, leads is old school, that's arbitrage. You with me? The only thing that we want is appointments.
Yep.
The only thing we want is appointments, my friends. I want you to be thinking no longer, did I get phone calls? I want you only to be tracking, does my marketing work? How many appointments did I get? So consider the following, you ready? Take a photo of this. We're only going to have a few minutes. 5 things you can do to improve. 5 things, very tactical. Number 1, simplify your offer. So if you send me an email, or you do a Facebook post, or it's a direct mail postcard, or it's a billboard, I don't care. Guys, I got a buddy of mine who does 38 commercials a year. You've probably seen one of them. Banjo Fishing Rod, anything with Christy Brinkley and Chuck Norris. He's the writer, producer, director, super creative. In 1988, he did his first one called Hooked on Phonics. You guys remember? Called 1-800-ABCD-EFG. That's my buddy Ken Carey. By the way, his wife is Barbie. Ken and Barbie, he's tall and buff, she's blonde. It's stupid. But here's the deal. They are so good at what they do. I'm sitting down with Ken and our mutual friend Dan Williams, the Chief Revenue Officer of 3 Day Blinds, and the one thing they say is, Tom, on your landing page, simplify it. On your postcard, simplify it. Stop telling me to follow you and email or call you or text you. What's the one thing you want me to do? Is it even if you just said, connect with me at your convenience and you gave them options, right? But how many of you can remember on a postcard you saw where it was like, curious about this? Let me know. Check this out. Do this. You used to be very direct. Thinking about selling your home? Book a 15-minute consultation. I'll answer any question you have with no obligation and no sales pressure. That kind of stuff is working today. Number 2, model best-in-class sites. Let me give you a little hint. None of them are another real estate agent site. What is the absolute highest converting site right now in real estate? What would you guess? They're sponsoring the spend. Zillow. You know, they get 178 million people. They have 800 engineers doing A/B testing every single day all over the world to make sure that the client experience is so delightful that they come back in droves and they click on your name and they write good reviews and all that stuff. I want you to be thinking, who are you going to model? And it's probably not, you know, the agent Larry inside your office who's doing really well. Right? Number 3, what does it say?
Make it easy.
What does it say?
Appointment.
So, let me give you guys a little insight. When you, who flew here? Raise your hands really high. So did you drive to the airport, stand in line, and say to someone, hi, I'd like to go to Vegas. What are my options? No, better yet, you're like this, hey, I'd like to go to Vegas. Here's my email. Email and follow up with me. And if you do it aggressively, I'll buy a ticket from you. Some of you are getting the joke. That's been real estate marketing for the last 25 years. Give me your cell, give me your email, 800 call capture, right? Creepy Google follow you around the universe, right? All that stuff. I love it. The world we're in today, guys, on January 7th of this year, we launched a solution called Sumo Appointment Center. It's associated with Salesforce, so unless you use Salesforce, don't look at it. Calendly is a really good option. It's power to the people. We generated 75,000 leads last year. That's great, but 37,000 appointments is how our business works. Right? We have a 50% conversion from lead to an appointment, and guess what's happening now? We're like 80% lead to an appointment, because on the landing page it says, when would you like to schedule a time? Right? Monday, Tuesday, they put in the date, they tell us exactly when, they answer a few questions, and bam. Super, super easy, power to the people. If I go to your site and I don't see a video of you expressing who you are and why I should care, what your purpose is, what your passion is, how you do it differently, and you give me an option to book an appointment in my time to talk to you over the phone or see you face to face at my house or Starbucks, I don't care, drop down menu, choose. if you don't give me that and I've got to put my email inside there, you're wasting my time. Okay, do me a favor, turn to your buddy and say, welcome to 2017.
Welcome to 2017.
Okay, number 4, you gotta create a culture of ABT. Always be testing. Always be testing. My Team Plus clients, 12 of you inside the Coldwell ecosystem, right? The document we created where we show you this is how we run all of our tests. Here's the hypothesis, here's the strategy, here's the headline, here's the adjustment, did orange work, did purple work? Everything is being tested every single day. Write this in your notes, you ready? If I'm in charge of marketing, I'm screwing up. Write that down, guys. If you're in charge of marketing, we've got a problem. Because you don't have time to be highly productive and go do the fun things you want to do in your life and then go on appointments and then make phone calls and do all the things you got to do and then decide on how your branding and your imaging and your direct response marketing is going to work. That's bananas. The last one is ask, email, phone, landing page. DMs right now on Facebook are killing it. Who's using AI and bots now on Facebook? Who even knows what I'm talking about? Okay, AI and bots where you got a real-time, non-human robot answering questions as they're coming through. Hey, is 1234 Banana Street available? No, it's not, but we have another property we'd love to show you. And if there's no human, it's happening 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The robots are coming, my friends. Right, they're coming fast. Do you guys get a photo of this page?
Yes.
Valuable, yes or no?
Yes.
Very.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay, I think I got time for one more and then I got to bounce. So, the last one is what? What does that word say?
Psychology.
What does it say?
Psychology.
So I'm going to leave you with simply this. You want a breakthrough? Stop giving a shit what anybody else thinks. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. Listen to me. Who has children? Right? Do you like them? Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, some of you are like, no, you want them? No, I got 2. I'm good. I got a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, and they're both smarter than me and way more mature. Every night that I'm home, I do this stuff.
I love you. I'm proud of you. Listen to me. Don't give a shit about what anybody else thinks. Go be you. Be fully expressed. Love like crazy. Dance and have fun. And when people think you're weird, know this. You're awesome. I love you. Be you.
Wow.
Every night. You with me? Every night. In their ear. And you know what? My 16-year-old is in choir, and he's a tennis player. You with me? And he's like a 4.1 GPA, and he just does everything, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care. I'm like, when are you going to start dating? He's like, Dad. And he pulls out his tennis racket. I'm with her 5 hours a day. You with me on this? He gets it. He gets that life is really short, and if you spend all your time trying to please everybody else, you please no one, starting with you. God bless you guys. Thanks.